Hey there, and welcome back to Psychology Market. Today, we're diving into a topic that touches so many of us, a quiet whisper that can sometimes feel like a shout, insecurity. If you've ever felt not good enough, doubted your own worth, or constantly compared yourself to others, then this conversation is for you. We're going to explore what insecurity truly is, where it comes from, and most importantly, how to gently, but powerfully, begin to overcome it. Insecurity often feels like a persistent inner critic, a voice that magnifies our flaws and minimizes our strengths. It's that nagging feeling that we're somehow lacking, that we don't measure up. It can manifest in so many ways: the fear of judgment, the hesitation to speak up, the constant need for external validation, or even a tendency to withdraw and isolate ourselves. This isn't a sign of weakness, it's a deeply human experience. In fact, many of the most accomplished and confident people you admire have, at some point, grappled with their own insecurities. So, where does this often painful feeling originate? Many psychologists point to early life experiences. When we're young, we're highly attuned to the messages we receive from our caregivers and our environment. Critical feedback, perceived neglect, or even subtle comparisons can plant seeds of doubt that can grow over time. Experiences of failure, rejection, or social exclusion can also reinforce these negative beliefs about ourselves. It's like we develop a core set of beliefs about our own inadequacy that then colors how we see the world and our place in it. One of the most insidious aspects of insecurity is how it can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe you're not good enough, you might avoid opportunities that could prove otherwise. If you fear rejection, you might not put yourself out there, thus increasing the likelihood of feeling alone. Our minds are incredibly powerful, and when they're focused on what's wrong, they tend to find more of it. This is where the healing begins, by consciously shifting our focus. The first step in overcoming insecurity is self-awareness. It's about noticing that inner critic without judgment. When you catch yourself thinking something negative, pause. Ask yourself, is this thought actually true? Where is this coming from? Often, these critical thoughts are not objective truths, but rather echoes of past hurts or learned patterns of thinking. Acknowledging them for what they are, thoughts, not facts, is a powerful act of reclaiming your inner space. Next, let's talk about self-compassion. This is not about letting yourself off the hook or excusing poor behavior. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and acceptance you would offer a dear friend who is struggling. When you make a mistake, instead of berating yourself, try saying something like, "This is hard right now, but I'm doing my best, and it's okay to not be perfect." Imagine a warm, comforting hand on your shoulder. That's self-compassion in action. Another crucial element is challenging your negative thought patterns. This is where cognitive restructuring comes in. When you have an insecure thought, like, "I'm not smart enough for this," actively work to reframe it. What's a more balanced or realistic perspective? Perhaps it's, "I might need to learn a few things, but I'm capable of learning, and I can tackle this step by step." Or, "I have other strengths that are valuable." It takes practice, but with consistent effort, you can rewire your brain to think more positively and realistically. And finally, and perhaps most importantly, focus on what you can control, your actions. Insecurity often makes us feel powerless, but every small, brave action you take, however insignificant it might seem, chips away at that feeling. This could be as simple as smiling at a stranger, speaking up in a meeting even if your voice trembles a little, or pursuing a hobby you've always wanted to try. These are acts of self-validation, showing yourself that you are capable and worthy, not because someone else tells you so, but because you are actively choosing to engage with life. You are stronger than you think, and the journey to overcoming insecurity is one of gentle, persistent growth.